Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lewis Basketball Network. It is your boy Lewis, and I am back once again with another banger with yet another video. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell to keep receiving the latest content I truly provide. I appreciate you guys as always, man, and make sure at the end of each video, make sure to share this video. Only helps the channel grow, man. I truly appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. On to today's topic, guys. So last night, what was it? Yeah, so I saw the Houston Rockets and Milwaukee Buck game, and the Bucks, they beat the Rockets 108-94. Giannis only scored 19 points and had 14 rebounds. James Harden struggled. He was 9 of 26 from the field, scored 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Now, what did last night's game tell me? It really wasn't much because both MVPs candidates were not really, it wasn't a mano-a-mano game. It felt like a team versus team game. It really didn't feel like an individual matchup as to who would take the reins. Both guys really didn't play up to par. If you could tell Giannis wasn't really like putting it on to try to, come out gangbusters. If you look at Giannis, he was actually playing within the flow of the team. James tried to do, at times, he tried to do once again his James Harden play style. And what I noticed from the Bucks is they designed a game plan. And it's funny that Scottie Pippen told Tracy McGrady this and how to defend James Harden. This is why I keep telling you guys that I'm not trying to disrespect James Harden. It's that every time I watch him play, there's certain things that I pick out that just say that I just love how they choose. They say one scoring season, and what James Harden is doing is so amazing that it automatically puts him, he's a better scorer than like some of the other greats that have been some of the most lethal scorers in NBA history. Last night showed me that it's something that I already knew on how limited of an offensive skill set James Harden has. And I keep saying it. I've seen people try to make it look so pretty in terms of what James Harden can do that makes him so difficult to defend. But there's a lot of things that on his game that are very highly overrated. I be saying that. Like, it's not hate. It's the truth from what I watch, man. It's called the eye test. It's like, all people do is present stats. That's what they do, like 36, and he's averaging 6 rebounds, 7 assists. But it's like they don't really look deep into the numbers and say, okay, why is he averaging the points that he does? But when you look at his game is not, it's not conditioned to win. It's not going to predicate on winning. And the Bucks took away his left hand. That is James Harden's primarily strong hand. He can't finish with both hands. So you force him to go to his offhand, James Harden isn't as effective on his drives, which will also tell you that he's going to be foul less because obviously James Harden he's not an ambidextrous person on the basketball court in terms of being able to shoot with either hand, being able to finish with either hand. If you take away his left hand, you limit his effectiveness. And that's what I keep saying, that his game is very dependent on things where it's like what he relies on is the referees a lot in terms of selling a call. He flops a lot, okay? Like, this isn't, hey, it's when I watch him play and I'm like, yo, that's not really fun basketball. It's really not. Like, and my thing is that he could put up all these regular season numbers where he's putting up big 50, 60-point games and having everybody having certain people brainwashed in the media saying, oh my God, Harden, if he doesn't get the MVP, he's been snubbed, and they just look at these front numbers. But once again, it's like I don't want to say this, but it almost feels like if the stats are kind of empty, because once again, what is it going to mean in the postseason? If he doesn't perform to the capabilities in the postseason where he could duplicate what he did in the regular season, I'm sorry. If he gets the MVP, one, it shows the media's bias. And number two, as I've said before, it's only going to show that James Harden plays all these minutes for the regular season. Look at that. Giannis didn't even need to play him many minutes. Now, let me make this very clear. Giannis Antetokounmpo has a good team around him, okay? Brook Lopez, very underrated signing. A very good borderline all-star in Eric Bledsoe. Good player in Malcolm Brogdon. Chris Middleton made the all-star team this year and is having a very good year. He's got pieces around him, okay? He's got Mirotic also, I think he was out with injury. But he has a good team. I'm not trying to dispel Giannis. My thing with Giannis is he's not as ball dominant as James Harden is. As a matter of fact, James Harden is what? He leads the league in minutes played. So you have Chris Paul, you have Clint Capella, but yet James Harden is still trying to get his numbers playing all these minutes a game. and they're showing, oh, well, James Harden, after the game, he's working out to keep his body in condition. And I've seen a lot of Harden fanboys keep making excuses. And so, he's preparing his body for all these minutes. I said, okay. But just because that play style works in the regular season, because they're not game planning for you like in a 7-game series, doesn't mean it's going to translate into the postseason. Like, what don't these guys understand? That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not trying to show hate. I'm telling you from what I see. Ladies and gentlemen, it is called the eye test. And the eye test tells me James Harden is getting highly overrated. And I'm sorry that that's going to upset some Harden fanboys, but I don't give a crap. I'm sorry. I said that he's having a good season and he's deserving it because of his numbers. I said that already. But I said that when it comes to skill level, he is not. That's what I'm saying. People are going to use this season and say he's better than Kobe Bryant because of this unbelievable season. You'll hear Nick Wright say that. But I don't listen to that bum piece of trash because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He just look stats. This guy is better than this guy because he averaged muff. He never goes deep into the numbers. He's a poor researcher. And I hear people say that, Squidward is always speaking facts. No, he's not. What Squidward needs to do is to go back into his little tiki hut and go play his clarinet because he doesn't even know a damn thing what he's talking about. Okay? When Squidward honks his nose, he thinks he has an idea as to what he's saying when he's talking to the public in the networks in front of these television screens. But he doesn't know jack shit. He doesn't. Because he disrespects just about every other great and say, well, they're not at the level of this. Like wanting the Warriors to break up so bad and stuff like that. And it's just like, dude, whatever, man. It's like, I don't mind that you, like I said, I don't care that my thing is, I don't care if you're a fan of a player, man. It's fine. Like, there's some things that you like about a player that it resonates with you. You grew up watching. Like, it's fine. I don't care about that. The problem that I have is that when you show a biased objective, and people say here that I'm saying that I'm being a biased Kobe fanboy. Listen, the question was, is James Harden a better scorer than Kobe Bryant? And I said, absolutely not. I've watched Kobe play his entire career, and I can tell you firsthand, James Harden, as good as he is not better than Kobe. People talk about how overrated Kobe was, but even in some of the most efficient games that James Harden has had, it doesn't compare to Kobe Bryant. And you know what's so crazy? I think I said this stat a long time ago. First of all, Kobe Bryant is the only player to average over 40 points in a month 4 different times, which is an NBA record. You know what his career field goal percentage is in 40 is in his 40-point games? I'm sorry. His field goal percentage is 51.6% in 40-point games. He's the only player that scored 40 points on every other NBA team but his own. Or how about 81 points, was only 19 points away from 100. It's a modern-day scoring NBA record. He had a 60-50-90 in that game, and people keep saying, oh, that game was overrated. How do you have a 60% from the field, 50 from 3, and 90 from the line and tell me that's overrated in an 81-point game? He took 46 shots, but he made 28 of them. If he had made 30 field goals, that would have upped his percentage even more. He would have been around the 64-65 percentile. Or how about the fact that he scored 52 points against the Utah Jazz in 3 quarters? Or how about he scored 62 points in 3 quarters, outscoring a Dallas Maverick roster 62-61 through 3 quarters? How about his 56-point game against the Grizzlies back in 2002 in 3 quarters? And that was when he was with Shaq, and I think Shaq missed that game due to injuries. It was either injuries or he was... No. It was because of injuries. But he did that, and it just showed... Or how about the fact that he had 55 points through 3 quarters against the Washington Wizards and had 42 points in a half? It just tells you when Kobe gets hot, he's had some of the most amazing scoring games in NBA history. And the guy's a 5-time champion. So I said, when James Harden can accomplish those kind of feats, like I said, no disrespect to him in terms of his scoring season. He's having an amazing season. But the dude is very conscious of the stats, man. He's very conscious of it. That's why I keep saying that he is highly overrated. He's good. He deserved the MVP last year. He was on the best team. He was the best player. This season, to me, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's not doing as much as Harden, and he is still impacting the game. And plus, he is a better defender than James Harden. That's why I think Giannis is the MVP. But I won't be mad at you if you choose James Harden. My thing is, he doesn't defend at the level that Giannis is doing. And people keep talking about one end of the floor. That's why I continue to keep saying that the MVP has really lost its value, because I don't even really know what defines an MVP. People think they know, but they really don't, because the standard for the MVP constantly changes. But anywho, this is your boy Lewis with another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. As always, bless up. One love. Peace. Thanks for watching.